Alright. Green science, go! And there we have it. We have 2 green science builders. Right. That's where I got thrown off. I didn't build my red science again. Not stopping them from getting a lot of research done regardless, though, huh? Alright, well, I want the energy distribution to be built, so I'll just start that project now. And I'll just have to finish setting up my project in a moment. So, red science is copper plate and iron gear wheel. That's why I needed this thing to be divided. That's where I got thrown off. So, copper plus iron gear. That does throw me off a bit. Yeah, I did kind of crap myself a little bit there, didn't I? It's fine. We can hold this off a bit. Crap. Yeah, I lost track a little bit there. That's bad. That's bad. There's a few back steps I can take to fix elements of my plan still. I knew I was going to feel dumb the moment I realized what I was forgetting there. Let's see, first of all, a few things that I want to replace here. So we're going to add a splitter right here. We're going to cut off that. The arm's going to have to go over here now, just to deal with the fact that it's been slightly displaced, but the power should do fine. Let's grab the plates in there that aren't supposed to be there. Cool. There, that's one path for the plates, and here's the other one. And so we need this and copper in the same place. Oh, that's where things get really nasty. How do I get copper over here? I've really made things dense, haven't I? Yeah, it's hard to get past how much I've kind of screwed this up, huh? That's fine. This path of copper is not too bad. So instead, what I can do is create the splitter over here and send the copper elsewhere. But it's hard to deny that it's a mess. But still, there's ways to fix this situation a bit. I didn't plan for the copper part as much as I should have. Where's my treadmill? There we go. No, here. There. We're gonna just get rid of this whole chunk of sadness. This is just like watching somebody constantly like scratch out their work over and over again and continually release. Oh no. What happened over here? Oh. That was weird. Not sure how I made that mistake, but it's been fixed. Is copper not getting over here now? What, did I get backed up? Oh, did those guys attack my... Those guys broke my treadmill. Rude. I think they broke it. Oh, the underground tunnel's broken too. That must have been a while ago. I've been a little preoccupied, obviously. There we go. Everyone's crafting steel over there again. The important thing is that at least the supply lines are up. Alright. I've got so many dumb decisions to fix. Yay. Let's see. Actually, the underground tunnels might be unnecessary if I can just slide these over a bit. There we go. Let's put everything on this side of the tunnel. Yeah, that works fine. And just plop a couple of you guys down. Doesn't really matter if you're over here. Everything happy? Yeah, no need for underground tunnels. Let's not overcomplicate that part. But it's going to be a long freaking path. No denying that. No denying that part. And I do want a constant supply. So actually, yeah, let's put a splitter over here. Just to help ensure that this part's always full over here. There we go. That'll help ensure that those guys get what they need. This is like watching the intake and outtake of like military training or something. So that gear needs to get over here. At this point, sending it underground might be the best course of action. Or just past everything. Just need to find a way to sneak it past the arms, basically. I'm going to continually complicate this as much as I can. Wait. Because I've reorganized how I'm doing this entire thing, this earlier correction is no longer necessary. So I don't need the gears are already coming down here, so I just need to split them a little bit, and we're good. Basically, yeah. All right. The splitter might not even be necessary. I just want to try to ensure that something is being left behind here a little bit, if I can avoid completely stopping it. See, is that going to continue to be a problem where there's bronze on one side? No, the splitter fixes that. All right. And suddenly, we're in the golden for red. Let's not go that way, actually. Go this way. I can build my assembly machines here. Tell them to build red science. Then we can combine the tracks for red and green science in a moment here, and they'll be feeding the same location. Power. Red science is being built. Green science is being built. I think I did it. I think I finally fixed my mess. Dear Lord. In fact, this might even... Oh yeah, this is even going to work perfectly where the... Let's see. Build more treadmills. We're going to need more iron for that. That's easy to get now, though. Oh no, is this thing going to... Oh, this thing's going to fit into incorrectly. Or maybe not. No, it is problematic. It's feeding into both sides. That's bad. Alright, let's create an awkward little solution for this. I'm sure there's a better way of solving this. It might require more advanced technology than I have right now, or just or maybe there is a cool little sorting trick I can use. But I am still just happy I have a basic solution for that kind of backup thing, which is the weird little treadmill twerk or whatever you want to call it. Add our power. Cool. So I think that this will be on the correct side, right? Oopsie. Could actually make the treadmills now. There we go. Yep, they'll even have green and red on the correct sides. Now I just need to find a way to feed it over there. So this was originally how it was getting fed through, so this entire tunnel system is unnecessary. Unless I turn around and decide to do it the same way again. Now I just need to get a way of getting it over there. At this point, it's pointless. At this point, what I should do is tear up this entire nightmare I put over here and just relocate my science buildings rather than try to feed it back here. And then instead, oh yeah, and instead what I can do is I can move this stuff over there and just use it as a second location for crafting my steel in a rather elegant way at that point, probably. Yeah, I'm just constantly revising my work over and over again. It's like you guys are basically watching me write a novel and constantly make changes to all the chapters over and over again in real time, whether that's enjoyable to you or not. Well, not whether it's enjoyable to you or not, because if it wasn't enjoyable to you, then you would have hopefully chosen to do something else with your time by now. I'm gonna go ahead and just give myself some open space. And build them way the fuck out here. Just to get myself a little bit of space. So that this way, the treadmill that I'm building here won't... Oops, wrong way. The idea here is that I won't be in... This will hopefully not be in the way of something, so it'll be more easy to get under it and stuff. Because I've created such a mess here where it's hard to get around anything. And I'll probably ultimately end up revising all this stuff in a capacity that leads to me taking my existing structures but spacing them out a little more so I can build around them more efficiently. But for now, at least everything's working. Oops. Out of range. And here we go. I can finally build my next step here. Science, go! You've got both the things you need now. They're both being crafted. I think green takes way longer to craft than red, though. So it'll be a decent idea to expand on that. Thankfully, it's not too hard to do that. I never used this, did I? No, I started building that and never went anywhere with it. That was when I was thinking of trying to get the gears to go all the way down here somehow, when I could just split them over here instead and just have a different approach. So you're currently building things right now, I assume? Is there no outtake for you? Oh, we're so backed up on the inserters that they're not going anywhere. Alright, let's get rid of this part, because there's no arm there for that. Unless I want to do that in a second. Oh, there's stone under there. Weird. I should just put another inserter machine down here for the green. Yeah, let's do that. Because I believe it produces more slowly. So we may as well just build up on that. But I believe, yes, I've built things in a way now where I can totally do this. Like, look at this. I can just expand in this capacity. Oh! It does make a little bit of a mess for the way that I'm trying to organize the two sides a little bit. Screw it, I'll just do it this way. This is very dumb, but screw it. It works for me. No, it doesn't work for me. Crap. Crap. There we go. That'll fix the left and right issue for a little bit. It's only a little bit of a hiccup. I don't need to fix that right now. They'll still find what they need. So yeah, I've created a system, for the moment at least, until I overcrowd myself, where I can keep expanding in this direction with red crafters and then this direction with green crafters. And that will continually increase the supply for our research requirements. And then I even left some space where I can keep building more science facilities to keep ramping up the rate at which we discover science. Which is a sentence that doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to accept that and move on. Gun turrets and lots of ammo. I need to start building defenses around some of these places. Because I don't have that many defenses right now, and it's kind of a problem. And I need to check up on their ammo, too. I feel like ideally I would have a conveyor belt that goes between all of my gun turrets that has an ongoing supply of magazines, and they just get loaded into the gun turrets on a regular basis. But having an entire, like, you'd basically have to have a defined perimeter wall around your entire base and a conveyor belt going along that. And I feel like all I ever do in this game is constantly expand outward with my buildings. So I don't know how I would ever even know where my outer perimeter wall was to have that kind of specific result. Let's see. So we're still building magazines, but I can plop half of them in there, for example. That's at least a starting amount. Alright, and these guys are going to do sweet, sweet science. That's what's going to happen here. Everyone's nice and loaded up. We're well on our way towards getting our energy distribution set up, and then I can create medium poles that'll have less nightmarish distributions. See, that guy wasn't powered up. Anyone else not powered up? At this point, I'd be concerned about whether or not my entire system is... Oh. We're capped out again, aren't we? Yep, yellow meter. We're starting to get back in that territory of having people get underserved. It's time to create more power. Alright. That's fine. Just another reason to keep ramping things up, basically. Create a couple more pumps. A couple more steam engines. 8 more boilers. There may be a totally better way of handling literally all parts of power, but at least I know this one works. So I'm going to stick with this for the time being. Let's see. So width-wise, need one for the arm, one for the conveyor belt, other arm, other pump. There we go. Where's my boilers? There we go. Straightforward enough, right? I have the conveyors right now, so we're good there. We have the arms. We want burner arms for this, right? Yeah. Do. No, did I miscount? How did I do that? I'm a dumb. How did I dumb? Crap. I didn't want to dumb. Oh god. Ooh, lab efficiency. That's good. Go for that. That makes perfect sense to go for. I don't know how I managed to screw up my placement there. I thought I specifically spaced it out on purpose. But apparently I'm an idiot. There we go. Oh no. I was right. I'm an extra idiot. I somehow convinced myself I was wrong for no good reason. Cool. Good job, me. I think it's because they looked like they were colliding with each other. So I was like, oh my god, no, I forgot to leave a space for the conveyor, when there's totally space for it. It just looks like there's no space at that moment, because they're all reaching over for the specific purpose of getting the conveyor belt stuff. So of course it doesn't look like there's space. Dummy. Alright. We need another splitter now. Craft for me. Craft for me. Plop one over here. Oops. Placing most of those backwards. And go. Yep, we should be all good to go now. Right, I need the power... Oh wait, I need the steam engines. That rather mandatory piece of this system. It would have been a bummer to find out that I didn't leave space for them properly. Both in range? There we go. That'll slowly get us into a better position. Might need to keep ramping them up, but hey, we got a lot of open space, and all we have to do is create horrifying amounts of pollution or something. That part's sweet. But I don't think I currently have a better way of producing power, right? Mining drill, offshore pump. I think the steam engine's basically the only thing that creates power for me right now. We have to do more science first, otherwise heavy armor. What? I have regular armor on right now. Get a bunch of steel and we'll be ready for the heavy armor. Yep, there they go though. That thing will get fuel eventually, as more of it filters down here, hopefully. That's what I should do, is I need to create a better system. Let's see. Yeah, basically just need to create a little bit more fuel in all the directions. This actually might be... I think this actually might currently supply enough fuel for us to operate, because these ones are like not even moving. It's constantly pushing more in. So I think once a little time passes, these things will have enough fuel that it won't matter. I just need to let it catch up a little bit. But yes, I should want to increase my mining a bit. Except everything does look pretty backed up, like we don't need any more. Anyway, I think I can use this space better by just feeding it in directly here. So I just need to have a backline for the fuel and we're good. I think that'll be my next project. Yep, this thing's all perfect right now. This one inconsistency kind of bothers me, so I'm just going to fix it. Bloop. And then dump them in there. You're happy now. Alright. And have fun doing science. Science. I'm happy that this whole thing seems to be working exactly as planned. Look how backed up it is, too. Should probably build more science labs, I guess. But they're researching lab efficiency right now. Which allows... It just says lab efficiency. It doesn't even say that I need to build a better lab, I don't think. Effects? Yeah, it just gives them a speed bonus. So that'll help with that. They'll end up using a bit more resources that way. But just to revamp my steel production a little bit, I think I want to do this a little bit, because this system over here is a little nightmarish. I would like to change how I approach this a little bit. Just because I have that big open space now. I want to just fill it in. Which is probably not the healthiest approach to thinking about how to deal with all this. But, trying to cram it out here originally was a nightmare. It's rather unnecessary at this point. Wait, these poles don't even do anything, do they? No. Dummy. I feel a little aimless playing this right now. Which it doesn't bother me, but I'm a little worried if it bothers you guys. But if it does, well, you guys wanted me to play sandbox mode, the mode where you kind of do whatever. And that's more or less what's happening now. So I'm kind of just doing whatever I feel like it. It's fun, though. This game's always fun. It's the important thing about it. See, so we're no longer splitting off now, right? Yeah. Let's throw in our splitter. There we go. Let's see here. I'm wondering if I can perfectly create a splitter here that'll do what I want it to do. This is a bit of experimentation about what function it'll serve in this situation. First of all, let's go ahead and give ourselves a little space to filter through here. Oh, you can rotate them without picking them up. Interesting. Learning new things. I want to see what happens if I try to feed a splitter through like this. If it's just the two different components being fed into one spot. Oh. Interesting. It actually inverts them. Or maybe not quite. What is it doing? It's weirdly alternating in a way that I didn't expect it to. Huh. I was just thinking of a neat way of combining the two into one track like down here. I guess I just have to do it the usual way. Yeah, let's just undo this mess I've made here. Let's see, do we have a decent amount of conveyors now? Not that many. Oh, I'm low. Need to get some iron real quick. There we go. That'll keep us busy for a bit. Alright. I just need to relocate a little bit about where I put this, basically. There we go. And then just combine these into one track, basically. Oh, I need to leave space in the middle for it, because it needs to be an existing track. There we go. That cleans that up. That little mess I made. And the goal is just to put a whole bunch of these down. In the middle here. So we can feed them into one spot. And have them all exporting into the same track. Just so that there's a ton of this stuff. Should be good to go at that point. I believe. Let's see. Maybe best to give us a little bit more space than that. Let's use all the space we have. So, put these right up against the wall. Have it go up to the next to this light. Maybe we can just use this as we see fit. Not quite there. Good to go. Now they're all feeding in. And now we have our secondary steel production that isn't in a weird outside area. May or may not have been actually worth doing, but it seemed reasonable to me. At this point, it kind of undoes the need of this particular splitter, doesn't it? Oopsie. At this point, the secondary mess kind of doesn't need to exist. See, what are these arms doing here again? Oh wait, I just put these here a second ago, didn't I? So I was getting ready for something. I was staring at them like an insane person. Alright. Now it's just nice and simple. Oh god. Ooh, even more lab efficiency? You can just keep getting more? Cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and... it's 150 though, it's pretty crazy. Ooh. There's blue science. Now you tell me. Now I'm just scared, frankly. The engine. That's for the engines required for all of our... Ooh, there's green wire. This makes you build green wires. Electronics. We're starting to get in the territory of things I've never seen before, to some extent. Ooh, allows gates, landmines, combat robotics. Combat robots help to fight the enemy with their guns. They are spawned from capsules and have limited lifetime. Some follow the player. There's some little crazy elements going on here. This will let me get my car and various robotic elements. There's the railway. Advanced material processing. Oh, there we go. Steel furnace, absolutely. Grab you. Get busy with that. Let's see, have I simplified things a bit here? Yes and no in major ways. Oh, crap, I didn't put that in... Holy crap, I really messed that up. Not sure how I oversaw that mistake. Oh no! That slight problem's happening now. That's fine though. Just need to make it feed in through here. Ta-da! All right, we have a greatly increased steel processing. This one goes iron processing. These iron plates go to steel and gears. These iron plates go to other things. I mostly just didn't want to deal with splitting them off properly again, so I just went ahead and let them be two separate things, but I could build them separately again. These things aren't being powered. How'd that happen? There we go. That one was right a little bit out of the way. I somehow managed to let parts of the power grid get out of whack. Okay. I've had a productive session today there. So we have a whole bunch of green and red being produced. Science is advancing nicely. We're clearly having no trouble with copper production because that stuff is just puking out onto this track. And I've basically never seen this track move for as long as I've been here. Oh yeah, as predicted, the fuel is getting backed up over here. So we do have enough coal production at the moment for all components that are using coal. And we've always had enough iron, but now I have enough iron. Now I have increased iron plate processing, so that things can keep going. And because all of our resources are coming in at a constant rate, we're having no trouble having a constant flow of the circuits and the gears and the conveyor belts and the inserters and so on that are being used for each component of our production. So for the first time in my experience of any mission, we now have very, very, very consistent output of both green and red science simultaneously, to the point where 5 separate science labs are being fed at once. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and take a break for the day, I think, but I'm satisfied with my progress. I think I may have spent as much time trying to re-optimize or revamp things as I was actually building new things that would build stuff, but that's more or less what this game is, right? I don't know. There's definitely a part of my brain that's split between like, they're all gonna laugh at you, they're all gonna laugh at you, versus, what the fuck was that? Jesus Christ, did Game Grumps just burn that into my brain because I say it too many times? I think that's exactly what happened. But because of this game being so slow and by old conventional definitions kind of boring, every time I do something like this, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be where it finally breaks them and they finally get bored and they question ever watching this. But so far you guys are sticking it out, so I'll keep going. You have an infrastructure. We'll have to keep expanding in this direction in the future, and I'll try to be good about making sure that future expansions are more spaced out like this. Like I'll probably add more science buildings over time, but they'll be in this direction instead of over here. So there's an empty space so that I can do underground tunnels for days through here. I may slowly expand some of these things into other directions just to try to make them make more sense. Cause yeah, I made things a little too dense, and it's a problem because there's no space to move certain things around here. But maybe it won't come up again, or maybe it totally will. Looks like we're about to finish our processing. Boom. That's the end of advanced mineral processing. So now we can make steel furnaces. I could go for science efficiency just to keep pumping that up more and more. We're definitely bullet damage is good. Yeah, let's do bullet damage. I believe bullet damage affects all of my additional structures also. So that'll be good to grab. Let's see. Those require stone bricks. So next I'm going to want to create furnaces that are creating stone bricks out of stone. Thankfully, I have this nice supply of coal and stone right here, right next to each other. So that'll be a relatively easy solution, I believe. That'll be something for next time. Thanks for watching like always, guys, and I'll see you next time.